Good morning, students. Let's continue our first chapter, that is working with NumPy. Today's our topic is how to store a two-dimensional array in a memory. Uh, we know that in our computer's memory we can't store a two-dimensional array as it is, because our memory in our computer is in a sequential way. We can't store a two-dimensional array, for example this type of array, a two-dimensional array as it is in a computer memory. So to store a two-dimensional array in a computer memory, we have to implement we can store in two ways, that is row major or row wise, column major or column wise. These are the two ways through which we can store our two-dimensional array in our memory. Let's start with the first way, that is row major wise implementation. In row major wise implementation, we have to take a row in a rows of two-dimensional array in a linear sequences. That is, take the first row, the index value of first row is 0. So row 0 here, we have to take row 0 here, then row 1, then row 2, then row 3 and row 4. The linear sequences of these row is the row major wise implementation. Take a look on this linear sequence. Here we have taken the row 0. Row 0 have 6 columns and the indexes values are starting from 0 to 5. So here the first index of the column is 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here we have taken the first row. Similarly for the second row, that is the row with the index value 1. Here we have put the second row in the next to the row 0, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with all the index values of the column. Similarly row 2, row 3 and row 4. So this type of implementation where we take the rows in a linear sequences is known as row major wise implementation. Now coming to the next portion, that is column major wise implementation. In column major wise implementation, it is much similar to the row major wise, just you have to take the columns in a linear sequences. For example, take first column here, the first column with the index value 0, index value 0 here. So take this column and put here column 0. Now take second column with the index value 1 and put here column 1, then column 2, column 3, column 4 and column 5. Column 0, column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4 and column 5. Just take these columns and put in a linear sequence. Now for each column we have how many sections? We have 5 sections, or you can say 5 rows with the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So we have taken column 0, column 1, column 2, column 3 in a linear sequence. This type of implementation of a two-dimensional array is known as column major wise implementation. Now let's search for this data. We have already written here. This data lies in the second row and first column. So second row and first column we have already written the indexes value data 2 comma 1 means second row and first column. Let's search this data in row major wise implementation. So we have to take the second row first. Second row means here, and in the first column here. So row 2 and first column 0 and 1. So this data lies here. This data lies here means 2 comma 1. Now search this data in the column major wise implementation. So we have to take the column index first, that is column is 1. Column is 1 here and row 2. Row 2 means 0, 1, 2. Here we have row 2. So our data lies here, that is 2 comma 1, with that is second row and first column. So here we have discussed about the row measure wise implementation and column measure wise implementation. Hope आप सबको समझ में आया होगा. The next topic we will discuss in our next session. Thank you.